That man there, Joe Simpson, his return adds an edge that could help turn the tables and bring runners like Nathan Hughes and Ashley Johnson even more into the game.
Referee Jerome Garces spent round 3 at Franklin's Gardens, of course, in the Dylan Hartley incident. The game when Ireland triumph over England. Reverse at the Rico. Leicester beating Munster this afternoon. Just Leinster hot favourites at the Aviva tonight. Can Connacht do their bit, or will last year's semi-finalists from England have too much again? If they do, it could prove decisive in this pool. The home side get us underway. Mistake from Johnson, and Adeoloka nearly on the end of it. Well, that's a poor start from Ashley Johnson, who we know is so much better than that. Not what his side required.
Well, Ashley Johnson wanted to galvanise this this home crowd. He did just that there. A bad error, and it gives the Connacht scrum an early opportunity to test Wasps. Put them under massive pressure last week. It was a real area of strength. If the Connacht line-out was a weakness last week, their scrum was very much a strength, with Dennis Buckley reunited with Finlay Bealham in a very potent-looking front row.
Close! Fine!
See there, Mars. Wasp scrum will be targeted tonight. It hasn't been great. It was put under all sorts of pressure last week and creaked at the Rico.
And as you say, the reverse for Connacht at the line-out. But this a great chance for the Connacht forwards to get right into the match here. Knock on from the kickoff. And Marmion to put in.
Jake Cooper-Woolley came off the bench last week. He's starting. He's an important cog in this Wasp team. A lot expected of him on the tight head.
Matt Mullen penalised. And you have to say again, he's the most penalised player in the competition, or equally with Johnny Gray after 3 rounds. And 7 penalties he's given away before tonight, 6 of them at the scrum. We'll make that 8 in all and 7 at the scrum.
Straight down there. Interesting call. Jack Carty is going for goal, and John Muldoon hasn't said go for the corner. Of course, the line out a problem, but I'm sure they've eradicated that from their mind. Carty now has to eradicate a pretty average kicking campaign so far this season. That's not good enough. This is a chance, though, to give him an ideal start.
Virtually total silence for the kick. Apart from the odd cough in the crowd. That's a bit of a hiccup from Carty, who misses again. And those kicking stats do tell a story.
And it has to be said, you know, often this is one of the windiest grounds in British and Irish rugby. It is pretty still tonight. It's a glorious day for goal kicking.
O'Halloran, man who's made the most metres in the Pro 12 this season, averaging 99 a game. What's the impact of Kelleher, who has carried so well in the Champions Cup? Still got O'Halloran in the back three alongside Adeoloka and Matt Healy, who's returned. There's Carty, and caught by the man who gave the penalty away, Mullen. Marmion. Mackin just stepped in there, trusting Wade to do his bit. Carry from Delan. Carty again. Here's Bealham. Like Buckley, great with ball in hand. And Yarkey doing a simple thing to find O'Halloran. It was not forward. And Yarkey down a very short side. Did really well with the boot. Man who picked up a thigh injury last week, did well to stay on.
Ball came loose in the rip tackle there, and
Stay.
Bundyaki really quick to just snaffle up that ball.
Open.
Wasps have the throw. Can Dylan and Rue and company put Tommy Taylor under some pressure tonight?
Currently the next hooker on the England rank, Tommy Taylor, one cap against Wales. And that's Bassett. He scored a try in each round. Johnson to Hughes, well just. Simpson, Gopeth to the medic. But it was advantage anyway, and Wasps have a chance to clear with a penalty.
Well, Jimmy Gopeth had heard the fact the penalty had been given, so he just think, let's speculative go for it. No one out there, but it didn't matter.
Young watches from the back of the stand. Unhappy last week with the yellow card for Curtly Beale. Hughes off the top from the line out. Here's Johnson. Simpson. Taylor. Bounces off to Bundyaki. Marmion, that's what he did last week, time and time again. He was Connacht's star player. Adiolokin. Down went Quinn Rue, but he's not been able to get it back. Here's Thomas Young. Simpson. Was thoroughly aware of the Marmion threat. Here's Rob Miller. Tackle came in from Parata. Simpson. Matt Mullen doing well.
No, rock forward, tackle, away.
And carrying well. Simpson again. Hughes. Gopeth. It's Curtly Beale. So far, Connacht comfortably keeping Wasps inside their own half. And that brings its reward, that discipline in defence.
Now, Wasps playing Connacht at their own game, and 40 metres out, they concede a penalty. First break from Kieran Marmion. Wasps had all sorts of problems with him last week. They know what he can do, but knowing what they can do and stopping him, two different things, straight through the middle, and watch out for the other star from last week, Curtly Beale. Great defensive play, straight through the middle there, there's a threat, Beale just lassos his man, pulls him down, but the scrum half, brilliant last week, the outstanding player in Connacht's team in defeat. It's up to his partner, halfback partner Jack Carty, to start turning opportunities that he makes into points. 42 metres out, but it's bang in front of the posts. You just feel that if Connacht are going to turn last week around and win this game, these kicks have to start going over.
He's got the distance, has he? Yes, he has. That will be a great relief to all concerned wearing green. Certainly to Jack Carty.
I'll say it again, Wasps might have won it 5-0 in terms of match points last week, but Connacht certainly had chances, with the ball in hand, with kicking chances. They have to take the kicking chances if they're going to win. That one taken with a really sweet strike.
And Gopeth restarts. He's at 93% of the Champions Cup, his kicking, so Connacht won't want to give Gopeth too many chances. That kind of record.
No.
Carty up to 50% today, courtesy of that longer range effort. And there he is. On to Bundyaki. That's calm, under pressure. McKeown. All the way up to the 22. And again, Connacht trying to put it through the hands. So Halloran, Healy. There's 10 tries in the Guinness Pro 12 last season. He's the top scorer in the competition. Good to see him back after injury. Marmion. And the drop ball by Healy.
Well, just as Connacht handled Wasps playing out of their own 22 and led to a penalty, this time Wasps defence wins the day and it forces a knock-on. Happy to put width on it. Matt Healy came on last week. He's very quick, he's got great feet, he's very dangerous, and you can see Connacht, they love to play the running game. Teams that haven't seen them in the Pro 12 might not be aware just how much they love to do it. They make meters, they make breaks, they pass a lot, they're comfortable with the ball, but they do give a defensive team an opportunity, especially one like Wasps.
Had 2 examples, haven't we? One from either side where this modern phrase, quite comfortable playing without the ball. Well, if you wonder what that meant, I've just seen exactly what it means.
Yeah, they kept their width really well, Wasps there. If you get sucked in between the 2 15-metre lines against Connacht, people like Healy will blow you away on the outside. They kept the width really well.
Keep the structures, it forces errors. Potential attacking openings, but now it's Simpsons who have the ball dislodged by a thumping tackle.
Cold night. Hands not quite warmed up yet, but that was another pretty impressive scrum, you felt, from the home team. Gar says he's really zoned in on that tight head side. Nathan Hughes going backwards there. And Simpson decides to go for the confrontation with Marmion. Everything going the way of the Irish 9 at the moment.
Guys,
You could argue the hands are at the warmest at this point.
You don't walk about this. So now you must
It's only going to get colder.
They start getting down in those breakdowns, grubbing for the ball, they'll warm up.
My call, eh? Crouch. Bind. Set.
Free kick given. And away goes Muldoon, the captain. Good carry for Bundy Aki, but he couldn't find a way through with the pass. And it's waved on by the referee. He could find a tackle though. And Rob Miller, who really felt that. Picked up by Johnson, even though Simpson was there on hand. Macken, Taylor, Wade outside. This is Christian Wade. Simpson to Gopeth. Nathan Hughes carries again. One of the try scorers in Coventry a week ago. Oh, that's a good line from Launchbury. Victor Beauty last week to score a try. McMullen, caught by McCartney. He's got it back to his scrum half. There's Simpson going wide. Bassett. Plenty of industry here from Wasps. As for Johnson. Gopeth, Young, Cooper Woolley with him, and he goes on, does Thomas Young, inside to Nathan Hughes. Hughes, eyes lighting up as he saw those posts. It's carried on, but the referee doesn't look convinced. Simpson thinks he's scored.
Philippa, you check please if there is a knock-on by 8 white on the last tackle, please.
Great
you want to check the potential knock-on by 8.
He just releases the ball and Simpson uses his pace to get there. Classic hit, 7, 8, 9, straight through the middle. Thomas Young to Nathan Hughes. I think this ball is just put backwards now. Left, and look at that from Simpson. Snaffles it up, that is a try.
That's how it looked live, to be fair. Referee was concerned. Had no reason to be. Hughes, well, he's thinking there he's going to score himself, but when he realises that Marmion has done his bit, Just lays it back for Simpson.
What I saw on the screen, it's not a knock-on. It's clear back road for me to try. Do you have any reason?
Correct.
Okay, thanks.
And Wasps get on the board, and Joe Simpson scores again. Third try in Europe this season.
Classic hit there. Young's son Thomas makes a break. Nathan Hughes really quick there. Jimmy Gopperth, the number 10, will complete the work of the number 9, Simpson. I think there's a little bit of fortune here for Nathan Hughes. I think the ball, he loses control, but it goes backwards. All starts with Joe Launchbury and break. But this is what we were saying, Wasps were looking for, punching through the middle. Starts with Simpson and the pass, finishes with Simpson.
Another problem and a restart, and it's Johnson coming away after Hughes couldn't control. Smashed to the floor there.
Use it now.
Having just scored, Wasps unable to secure really clean possession to exit. They still might. Simpson takes it on himself. And he would chase, so no chance for a quick one for Connacht.
Nice try from Ross, straight down through the middle. Thomas Young punches there, gets on his feet, that's the key moment. The offload is really good. I think Nathan Hughes now loses control, but it just rolls backwards, it does. He gets lucky, that ball could have gone anywhere, it goes back, and Simpson right on hand, predatory.
Bundyaki. Marmion again testing around that fringe. Beelan was with him. Marmion again to Bundyaki. Here's Adeoloken. Nicely out to Delang. Bundyaki again. Here's Quinn Rue. And he's kept Ireland in the summer in South Africa. O'Halloran. Healy forced to check by the pass back. Gets off going so quickly there and finds a handoff as well. Marmion, Carty, Rue, Beelan. Adeoloken tries to react. There'll be no panic here from Connacht. There wasn't against Toulouse in their opening game in this season's competition. And they did it in the end.
No! Back!
Marmion. Carty. Bundyaki on the outside. Little layoff to Adeoloken. And off goes Hughes, and it falls to him. And Bassett says, look, I can go with you. I've got the pace to chase. O'Halloran back. There is Bassett. And he's forced to carry this over. But it's Wasps arriving and not staying on their feet.
Stay on your feet.
Conceding the penalty.
That's a very good kick from Nathan Hughes.
Well,
and Wasps will be very frustrated there. They initially got to O'Halloran, took him down, and it was a little bit of panic there from Connacht, desperate to get that ball over their own try line and concede a scrum 5. The referee came to their aid there.
Mistouch. Here's Miller. Both sides love to play it at pace. You can see it again. We did last Sunday. It's relentless. Johnson.
The Connacht have got to cut the error count down. They're getting hurt by them.
Gopperth on to Beale. Here goes Macken to Beale. And he was looking to Wade. He's got him, but not in the intended way. And Tiernan O'Halloran now.
No, the body's here.
He's the man making the tackle, scrambling on his own line. Thomas Young, so strong initially in the challenge. Gopperth. Healy up the line. And Curtly Beale. He's just jogging back. He's got a decent amount of time. But it's slightly off the outside of the boots, and Connacht win the exchange.
Interesting stuff going on down the left-hand side from Connacht's point of view. Matt Healy, we've seen him burn off Christian Wade. Really good kick here. And now they have decent territory after Beale's not convincing kick, but Can they sort out this line-out problem? That was better.
It's 2 from 2 today. Tom McCartney had a poor afternoon by his own very high standards, by anybody's standards really. He was not at his best in Coventry. Healy off that wing, again looking for the offload, not quite working for Connacht. McCarthy might work here and work really well. Again, it's that final pass not going to hand after the break has been made. Simpson calls them in.
Just forcing it again, Miles. Just forcing it, Jack Carty there.
Johnson.
Back. Back.
Just created the shape the scrum half wanted for the kick. And he hooks it into touch.
And there's none looking more dangerous for the home team than Healy at the moment. Very sharp. Got a great ability to just change through the gears. Not the greatest ball. There's that little change of pace. Gets him over the gain line. Gives really quick ball for the rest of his Connacht teammates.
Carney again. It's working well, this line out for Connacht. Here comes Bundy Archie.
That's a line.
That's what he's been doing time and time again in Connacht colours. Adiolokan as well to slip away from the first challenge, but Hughes always wants to have a go back. Big man Hughes, but he's agile with it. Say the same about Johnson. And this is heavy tackling from Wasps, creating these errors. And a chance maybe to strike out wide as Taylor puts it to Beale and Macken. He's got Miller outside and Christian Wade might be an extra man. No, it's well covered by Healy. Just for a split second it seemed that it might be opening up for an overlap. Mullen, Simpson, Gopeth. Excellent feet now from the Wasps fly half. Advantage being played. Simpson to Beale. Might as well have a go. And there's the penalty. And the knock-on creating the offside there, a bit closer in.
They must be pretty happy with this first quarter. They didn't want Connacht to come out of their blocks, get this crowd behind them. 7-3 up, they'll be pleased with that. I think they'll try and make it. No, they're going for the corner, they're going for the jugular.
And Gopeth puts it there.
On the line, Green. On the line.
Last week in the situation, they were going to Launchbury and it was unerringly accurate. Captain called himself.
This time it's Mile who's pushed forward. What about pushing him towards the line? Connacht do a pretty good job. Sack them all.
No!
And not illegally.
Offside. For Green.
And referee spots an offside. It was Delan. Here's Launchbury and Beale. Wade can't take it. Penalty anyway.
Clear offside. For Green. Clear.
It was Delan. Same again, or
back.
The trusty boot of Gopher? Well, it's trusty boot to touch.
Well, 60 seconds ago, they had the feeling that they were in a position to really put the pressure, turn the heat on Connacht. So nothing has changed in the space of 60 seconds. You do the same.
Taylor to Launchbury. Let's see if it's a different result. Again, it comes down. And again, the referee decides it was legal. Ashley Johnson goes. Muldoon tries to help out, but Johnson's got past the captain. And Johnson is just short.
Leave it. Leave it.
On his knees, Jerome Garces awards the scrum. And as they set that, we will head off to have a quick word with the Connacht manager, Tim Allnutt, who is with Graham Simmons. Graham.
Miles, thank you very much. Little errors are costing you at the moment, Tim. What's causing that, do you think? You're just trying to play too much? Lack of composure? What is it?
It's a little bit like last week, really. We seem to be playing quite a bit of rugby, and it's just like our last pass or just a lack of focus at the last moment. But, you know, we've actually done some really good things. Just small mistakes are costing us.
How big a moment is this right now?
Oh, this is huge. You know, Wasps are really squeezing us at the moment, so we're just going to try and hang on here and get out and play on a bit of their territory.
Wasps won the toss, Tim, elected to go down the slope and with the wind. Would you have done, or into the wind, I should say, would you have done that had you won it?
Oh, mate, it's 50-50 really. To be honest, it could pick up, it could die. So, you know, we were happy to go this way, so we'll just take it any way we can get it.
All right, Tim, thanks very much indeed. Boys, back to you.
Thanks, Graham. So here it is, this important scrum. The referee tries to get it steady and stable. It is just about, and on goes the power from Wasps, controlled by number 8 Nathan Hughes. Referee is going to give a penalty at the scrum. Simpson might just work for him. That little error on the pickup, it opens some space up, and here's Gopeth, and Gopeth it gets to Miller, and O'Halloran makes the tackle. It's still advantage here. And Simpson is called back because the referee wants to now issue a card.
Yellow card.
He's gone for Tiernan O'Halloran.
Yellow card here.
So Wasps have not only positional advantage here, but numerical too.
Too many penalties, too close to their own try line. Gar says, never afraid to show a card. Simpson, very dangerous after a loose ball. You think it's a try here. The initial defence is really good. O'Halloran makes a tackle. He goes on the wrong side, stays in the way to slow it down. It has to be a yellow card.
Well, that's pretty cynical when you see that again. Launchbury and 2 goes for the rolling maul. Can they produce here? Wasps looking to shove to the line. In goes Muldoon. He's entitled to go for that, and the referee indicates with the outstretched arms that the captain of Connacht most certainly is, and that's top work from the number 8.
Connacht needed their captain to come to the party, and he's done just that there. Wasp grinding remorselessly towards the try line. Tim Walnut made the point, crucial for the home team not to concede. They're a metre from their line, and Muldoon has effected a fantastic turnover.
Got to somehow navigate through this Simbin period as well, the captain and his team here. But that's a start.
Work about the stability of the league.
From Wasps' point of view, they'll be frustrated. They haven't added to their one try, used another score, but they'll be encouraged by the way the game is going.
The game is very much going their way at the moment. They cannot have players who can turn it. They've got to hang on while the momentum is with Wasps.
Marmion, boot from Simpson. Carty does well. And the referee's decided it was offside.
So close to the line. Was playing right on the edge to take a gamble there, Joe Simpson. In an offside position, Simpson there. Carty, socks rolled down. Looking really scruffy there. Doesn't really matter. Get that ball away. Joe Simpson scored the try. Tried to affect something there. Couldn't quite happen.
He's got to fight in his hands for his club place for that position. Also in the England pecking order with Dan Robson. Come back on Simpson's side. And there goes Matt Mullin. He's offering an awful lot in the loose. And Johnson. Simpson again. Kurt O'Beal.
Fine, the tackle is fine.
Over the Northern Hemisphere. Dropped by Young. He only put a foot wrong as Thomas Young in this match. He makes a mistake there.
Connacht will be worried though. McCartney goes to the front. Front ball's the ball you win, but not with Kieran Mile there. And if you can't win the ball at the front, you're under problem. They've gone for Muldoon, but the middle jumper Mile gets there, and Wasp off and away. And if they cannot, when that ball is in touch, guarantee winning that line out. Foundations are so rocky, it's going to be a hard evening for Connacht. Cracking combination, isn't it?
Are you ready, guys?
Mile and Launchbury really perform well for Wasps.
I think that Gaskell's on the bench and Nat Simmons just about to return from injury. He's been playing so well this season. Had a foot problem, should be ready for next week in time for the Christmas fixtures.
Fine.
They've got some reach, haven't they, Wasps? In their second row, they've got some reach.
Stay like this.
Some ballast too in Launchbury. Again, Connacht happy to play out. And that was good from Healy to find Bundyaki, and suddenly there's Akers in front of him. He's looking around, he's going to just take the direct route. Take on Bassett and Marmion. And look how quick the support was as well. Fox Matamua. Marmion again. And it's Muldoon, supported by Rue. Marmion. Seems a bit narrow though here for Connacht. Launchbury deals with it. Then he didn't roll away. He was on the wrong side. He claimed that he couldn't get out, but it's going to be a penalty at the very least here for Connacht. Fox Matamua finds Quinn Rue. Here goes Marmion again. Muldoon. Carries right into the heart of the Wasp defence. Now they go for width. And carried by Delan. And really well there. Beelam. Marmion to Rue. It's building here for Connacht. And remember, all this with a man down. That's why the attack was lack width at times. There's no O'Halloran in the back three, but it may not matter because this is very powerful and very straight from Connacht. There's Buckley and Marmion's one out again. Muldoon seems to be getting over the game line every time here. Beelam, another advantage. Marmion, Fox Matamua, there's Delan, ball goes loose. But there was nothing loose about the assault from Connacht.
Well, the most dangerous runner on the field from Connacht's perspective has been Healy. He's in the middle of the field there. He's the one who gets beyond the gain line, and then Bundyaki's support lines are really good. Just smashes into Bassett. But Healy, who is off for a blood injury, has been causing chaos. He's always getting beyond the gain line.
Yes, throughout all of that, Matt Healy was off the field because of a blood injury. Pullman's now come on for him, and with Noah Halloran, no wonder it had to be narrow, the attack.
Yeah. It'd be very disappointing for Wasps. I think it was as Gary Kasparov said, when you're playing chess, when you've got the momentum, if you don't take advantage, expect the counter-attack to be very, very strong and immediate. And that's exactly what Connacht came back with there, a brilliant counter. .14.376 miles, that's a massive turn in this game. Big turn.
Carter's got back on the horse. He's always going to be okay from there.
But Connacht will be hoping that man Healy gets back on the field. He has looked the most dangerous back on the field. His feet are so quick, and his ability to offload.
Feet on hand there, I think, for Healy as well. That's where he got injured. And the Bundyaki goes again. Just over 2 minutes on the Simpin. Marmion. Launchbury said, we've had enough of that.
Shut that door, Kieran.
Nice from Rue. It'll roll around there. And there's Parata. Did really well when he came on last week for Stacey Illy. It's his Champions Cup debut, and he scored a try, that interception. Looks Quinn Rue again.
He looks a comfortable player, good awareness.
Carty, Bundyaki. Elton Delan to the Adeoloka. So much ball in play time in this match. It's a joy from that point of view. Rata. Muldoon. The pace of a left winger, often finds himself in that position and does exactly that, does it really well every time. Carty, well, this is just giving Miller a chance to counter. He's finding a way. Cooper Woolley, nice take from Mile. There's Brendan Macken, the former Leinster man. Simpson, Gopeth, Hughes. Took two to chop him down, but they did a very effective job. Simpson again to Gopeth. Not quite through the needle, was it?
I'll tell you what, this has been a very good 10 minutes for the home team. Marmion might not have enjoyed that tackle from Launchbury, the Wasps captain, but Wasps have had the extra man here, and they have spent a lot of it right on the Connacht line, and they've come away with nothing. You Beelum down at the moment, getting some treatment.
Launchbury handing out some treatment there. O'Halloran about to come back on, just 14 seconds left of his sin bin now.
And you think Mars back to that sin bin 10 minutes ago, and Wasps were camped on the line. They decided not to go for 3 points to make it 10-3. They were going for the score. They didn't get it. It's been a fine fight back from the home team. Really resilient in defence.
Now let's mark your cart for tomorrow's action live on Sky Sports. And we have for you Scarlets against Toulon. And that kicks off at 1 o'clock. The programme starting on Sky Sports 4 at 12:30. If you would prefer, the all-French meeting between Castres and Montpellier is on the red button. And then the rematch, Clermont-Ulster. Really looking forward to that. Same channel, Sky Sports 4. O'Halloran has returned.
No.
Marmion still looking for it. Carty. Biaki got the call from O'Halloran, who's back on the field and with good effect there. Marmion and Carty combine again. Quinn Roux, plenty of ball in hand for him. Dennis Buckley has all of his skills. Marmion will do. O'Halloran. Simpson. A clear penalty. Crowd don't like it, Marmion doesn't like it.
That's what we do like, though. Two number 9s going at it. Come on, lads, get stuck in.
Just to say, calm down. I blew my whistle. The rugby form, you're outside. Penalty for you. Okay? Yeah.
A lovely calming smile from the referee as well.
Marmion had a point. He's just said, if you didn't catch it, we want to play quick, and he blocked it. And when they are getting some ball, last couple of minutes, it has been quick. They switched their pods around. Marmion's just so quick off the mark there, calling problem. And Simpson there. You could argue he's a little bit lucky from that position not to get carded. Great situation now for Connacht.
Yes, if they'd been closer to the line, he'd have gone. McCartney throws, Delan takes. Half-time approaches, just 1 point in it. Just the one try that belongs to Wasps, but that might be about to change here because everybody is driving in here. Bundyaki is joined in. Quinn Roux just has a good view of it. Does the referee. Everybody trying to convince him in Connacht colours. What a racket.
Come out of the shadows. Where is it?
Philippe. Try. I don't see the ball. So try yes or no.
Want to check, try yes or no.
Well, if the referee can't see it when he virtually had his head in the ball that fell over the line, then I'm not sure the camera is going to be in any better position.
There's no camera closer than Jerome Garces, that is for sure. That angle's not helping, not unless it's got X-ray vision. Joe Simpson gets himself in a great position. What's number 9? Does it go down and then he sort of gets over it? The drive comes around Simpson. Simpson gets underneath it, but you're right, Miles. Look at Garces' position there. It's brilliant.
I think the players would have to have had a barium meal for this to be seen.
Simpson looks the key to me.
They are all the angles, Jerome. We can see the ball, we never see the ball.
Philippe, can you hear me?
Yes.
C'est toi qui parles?
Yes, oui, c'est moi.
Yeah. What I saw on the big screen, I never see clearly the ball in England. And you?
Correct.
So, scrum green?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a whole new dimension to the ball being passed, but here we go. We have an answer because the question itself was a straight yes or no. It wasn't any reason why I can't award it. So all the way back, Connacht, even though they felt they scored it, you have to say there's a pretty good chance that they did, but, you know, we can't prove it here.
It couldn't be awarded using the technology. Bundiaki, number 12, comes in, lends his weight. Body position a little bit high, but the momentum is there. But if Jerome Garces can't see from where he is, then there's no chance. And I think if anyone does save Wasps, I think Joe Simpson there, left-hand side of your screen, he gets underneath it.
He's brilliant at it.
Yeah, he is. Slithered beneath it. But Buckley and Beelum will think there's still an opportunity. 4 minutes till half-time. 5 metres out. Strong Connacht scrum. Change the tone of this place, wouldn't it, if Connacht could go into half-time with with their first try and their noses in front.
You need to work stable. 3 white and 1.
Finley Beelum covers the tattoo and cleans the boots as we get ready for another all-important scrummage here.
Seen a lot of that tattoo, aren't we? None more so than Jerome Garces. He's on that side. Voss loose head. Connacht tight. He thinks that's where the action is.
Get the feeling it's the kind of game Garces loves. It's been played at speed, but there's plenty of this as well.
Oh, all French refs love a scrum. Connacht, they would love to turn that 89% of possession into 7 more points. Solid.
Well, more than solid from Wasps' point of view. That is really impressive. And then number 8, Hughes, coming onto the ball. So both sides have had really excellent defensive moments in this first half to deny the opposition.
That's a magnificent scrum from Wasps there. Cooper Woolley played a huge part. Biggest moment of the game defensively for Wasps so far.
Simpson.
Great work there from Wasps. The timing is absolutely superb. Against the head, exactly when they needed it. Still only 15 metres out.
McCartney finds Muldoon. Well, Muldoon found the ball, and here comes Adeoloken. In goes Marmion. And Buckley. Tackled by Johnson. Marmion again. Carty's going crossfield with a kick. And it's the replacement, Pullman. And there it is. Just before half-time. And Carty may have had his problems kicking for goal, but he had no problem there picking out Darnay Pullman, who was in the perfect position to give Connacht the lead.
Gets the break with the bounce as well. A lovely initial play here. All sorts of angles there. Marmion and Adeoloken first of all over the gain line. Wade perhaps just gets drawn a little bit too far in. Ball comes out to Carty. He just waits for it. Yeah, Wade's a long way in. Ball end over end, and it's a calm finish from the South African Pullman. You can see Wade, he's 20 metres from touch. Pullman has stayed out. It's all too easy for the man replacing Matt Healy. We said the left wing was the danger area, and it's the replacement come on and turned it into a try.
Eh? See? Ouais, la mi-temps.
And Carty from the touchline. Well, he's flying now. And so are Connacht and this crowd. One try apiece.
Well, you know, Lee Blackett absolutely right. Last 20 minutes last week, Wasp bench made a massive difference. First 20 of this half, you just suspect that Connacht might need to push out that advantage a little bit further. They've got the crowd behind them. They've got Matt Healy, the inspirational wing back. We've got a great second half ahead.
And if we remember how the first half started for Wasps and the Ashley Johnson drop, that's much better from Muldoon and Connacht. See what happens here. Once again, Simpson was looking to cover, but it's Taylor who gets it. And then bumping into their own men.
One green near the ball. Sorry?
Well, Carty, an in and out first half, once or twice ball in hand. He went back into the Wasp cover, which swamped him, but little touches here and there. He's not afraid to keep playing there. You can see Tommy Taylor inadvertently offside. Jake Cooper-Woolley did make a big difference, put in pressure.
Matt Healy back on.
Oh, you and you. Only two players speak on the pitch. You and you. Let's go, Coop. Let's go, Coop.
Silence of the loose head.
Stay now.
There's Buckley on the loose for Connacht. Cooper-Woolley on the tight for Wasps.
Crouch.
There is the battle between the two, right in front of our eyes.
Set. Stable.
A gentle fields of Athelride, sweeping round the ground.
You keep now.
Marmion, Bundyaki, O'Halloran, Healy.
Kieran Marmion really flat there, right to left, that pass. Look at this. Aki is on the gain line as he takes it almost forward. It is so aggressive in its intent there. Really nice work on the short side.
And Healy claiming it was Connacht ball, and it is.
That's a good scrum as well from Connacht.
McCartney. Big improvements to the line out. Bundyaki. McCartney again. Buckley finding Fox Matamua. Elton Delan, big favourite here. But nobody more preferred, surely, than that man as a player in these parts, John Muldoon.
No, leave it right.
His 288th appearance for the province. McKeown. Driving play here from Delan again. Marmion, O'Halloran, Bundyaki, loose, but not forward.
Switching plan there
Le plaquage a lieu en même temps que
from Connacht. A lot of tight driving. And Marmion is getting a lot of quick ball, and he's using his inside centre. A lot of ball just straight from 9 to 12, cutting Carty out of the equation and just playing there. This time on the gain line, there's a slight knock on. Adeolokan frustrated there on the right wing.
Bit of fortune involved there, I think, for Connacht, because Toronto had overrun.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Come on. When you stay focused on your job, you play very good scrum.
Muldoon, his carrying and his clearing of the ruck in that drive as well, really good. And you think back that first half, that turnover he won when his team were under the cosh, and you just wonder, maybe that could be a key point in this game, in this pool. Yeah, in this pool. This is we're at a pivotal point of the pool here, aren't we? With Toulouse getting the expected 5 points. It's a really tight European pool.
Keep your shoulder.
This time it's Muldoon in control at the base. Then Marmion and Carty, and Bundy Aki tries his luck again with Gopeth, who we know is strong, but that was good from Bundy Aki. And Marmion again with the pick and go, supported by Muldoon and Fox Matamua.
Simpson
but
nicked it.
Turnover ball.
Simpson
has been an irritant for Connacht this evening. He really has.
Leave it wide.
Legal and illegal. At the time it was perfectly legal and brilliant work. Gopeth hasn't got it out. That's a fine catch, slipping. Healy manages to make that. Wonderful take. O'Halloran. Goes Marmion, but it's to Muldoon on the left. There were more players supporting on the right, but Marmion feels that the blind side is the place to go. The assistant confirms that it wasn't. Just have a look at the table, this Pool 2 table, because Toulouse and Zebre met earlier this afternoon, and it finished Toulouse 54, Zebre having an awful European season 15. Obviously Toulouse got their try bonus, and it made the table look like this. And that, as it stands with the Wasps match point that they have at the moment, the losing bonus point in Connacht, that would be a win as it stands. 13 points all around. In a sense, this story is gathering nicely here, and we have more to say at the sports ground this evening.
Dayan looking on, he could be involved in the
White on the line.
The pool of pool stages, you suspect, in this
on the line, White.
2016-2017 season. Will Wasps rue the fact they had that lead against Toulouse, and Toulouse came back and drew it. Will still look a strong team, but it's getting very tight here.
Both sides, of course, involved here still have another Zebre up their sleeve. Toulouse have used both of theirs. Sounds like a free card, but that's exactly what it is at the moment against the Italian team, I'm afraid. Fox Matamua to O'Halloran and Healy. And Pullman did his job when he came on, super finish. But Healy looks dangerous again, but Simpson is certainly doing his job at 9 for Wasps this evening.
He covers brilliantly, he reads the game well, and he's got that excessive pace. That was great play from Simpson.
He's getting it out again to Johnson and Beale.
Good tackle.
Simpson again. Gopeth. And that is out on the full, and by quite a distance from Jimmy Gopeth.
Well, he's hit that one a long way. You don't often see that from Jimmy Gopeth. He doesn't make many errors. Joe Simpson's covering work, brilliant there. That could easily have been a penalty. If you see where this tackle is on Simpson, no intent there from Healy. Sort of hardly makes a contact, so Simpson gets away with it. Brilliant defensive work.
Blimey, if that's a penalty, we're all in trouble. I know what you mean. It could easily have developed into one. McCartney to Muldoon, and here's Bundy Aki. In goes Curtly Beale there. And that's terrific from him and Mile.
Okay.
Simpson. Gopeth.
2.
trapped by Tiernan O'Halloran. Sets off again, looking for support until Ashley Johnson arrives. You can't look for anything. Delan. Flying in was Mile. Marmion. Carty and Adeoloken. Carty again, Muldoon. Getting a bit deeper here. Connacht being forced deeper, but not now as O'Halloran goes. And then McKeown. Strong barge from him. Carty. Roux. Adeoloken from O'Halloran. And here's Launchbury and Mile standing him up. Connacht trying their best. And they did well in reply. Back goes Wade. Didn't call for the mark. O'Halloran once more. So much ball in play again, as was the case in the first half. Marmion, lovely little snipe down the short side. Keeps looking for it. Delan. Muldoon. Here comes Carty. Firing onto that. Taylor tries to disrupt and does a really good job. Initially with boot and then on the floor. Simpson. It's a wonderful scrap between these two. Johnson. Hughes and Wade. Wade. All eyes on the assistant again, but Wade knew exactly where the touchline was. Johnson. Cooper Woolley involved. Gopperth. Simpson. Beale wide. On comes Miller. Bassett drops it. And then we have another scrap on the deck for the ball. Simpson's got it. Mullen.
Don't move your arm.
Geez, if Wasps are going to win this game, they're going to have to earn it the hard way, eh? Get the penalty there. Curly Beale is just palms to the ground saying calm it. It's almost as if he's concurring with what Lee Blackett was saying and the boys were saying in the studio. Let's not overplay this game. Great defensive read from Beale a couple of minutes ago and a lovely snipe from Kieran Marmion. Yet again, what Wasps haven't done is slow Marmion's speed of ball down from the breakdown. It's quick, and with quick ball, he's balls out. 10 metres to go, and he's outside Hughes. Hughes gets the tackle in, but not before the scrum half has caused carnage.
There's another certainty here, Stuart. Both sets of players will be exhausted at the end of this match. Relentless just doesn't do it justice. Simpson, Taylor. Simpson again. There's Young, Gopperth over the top of Muldoon. Falls for Bassett, makes no mistake this time. But Delan nails him with another tough tackle. Good feet from Thomas Young. Now he set up Wasps for their try in the first half. And there's Johnson. Well, Johnson was there, then he got buried. But he's got it back to Simpson. The referee says there's a penalty here. Two Wasps smack in front as well.
Easy thing, 3 points if Jimmy Gopperth wants to take it, or rather if Joe Launchbury tells his fly half to take it. And that's exactly what he does with just under half an hour to go. Wasps look likely to get first blood. Once again, Thomas Young, superb feet, very powerful, and a change of pace as well. Gets himself beyond Finlay Beale, who holds him, and Ashley Johnson so often on hand, along with Nathan Hughes.
I don't know about you, I've already written it down. Gopperth's got this. Just the way it is with this man these days. Be a shock to everybody. driven through the middle.
Getting awfully tight. Dan Robson now going to come on for Joe Simpson. Simpson's run himself into the ground. He's skagged around defensively. He scored a good try. Dan Robson didn't have his finest game last Sunday, but he's a classy player. He's in England contention, and most of this season he has been Wasps' #1 scrum half. He's out to impose himself.
And for Connacht, Sean O'Brien is on. Owen McKeown is off. O'Brien was covering lock last week. He's covering back row this week. And Lewis Stevenson on the bench. With a big, tall, strong presence to come on. And there is... Ron Stewart was talking about Robson. And Robson replacing Joe Simpson at scrum half. And a good take. O'Halloran to his captain. 34 years of age now, John Muldoon. Carty. And the Archie being held up. McCartney needs to help him out. It came off a boot. And once again, the referee policing the offside line.
Jerome Gar says he's been very consistent there. That's all the players can ask for. Wasps, 7 penalties conceded in this game. That's just the one more than Connacht, so neither side will be wildly happy with their discipline.
Yes, it was a Wasp boot, wasn't it? That was the reason for the offence.
Interesting there. The penalty was much nearer this touchline, but because of the wind drifting across, that's why Cardi went that way. Line out had to be improved if Connacht were going to win. It has been much better so far. 10 out of 11.
Tried that at Coventry last week. McCartney didn't work, but this one might work because O'Brien makes good ground there, but in goes Launchbury. We've got 3 turnovers in Coventry, did a whole lot more. And he's done wonders for his side there. Beale. Long range extra kicking option from deep there, Beale, very useful. O'Halloran. Beelum. Marmion. Dundee Archie. Thought for a moment he was going to kick. Not really his way. Backs himself physically, and backing himself again there is Kieran Marmion. Healy. O'Halloran. Nice good driving through by Bassett. For free again, hands on hips. Bassett checking it's fine, but also
it's all happening. Lovely feet from Healy, but look at this. It's outrageously good from Joe Launchbury there. He wears 4, but he is like a 6, like a 7, like an 8 combined at a breakdown. Wonderful.
Bassett was trying to make a case that it was a Wasp line-out, but referee and assistant having none of it.
Good drive.
Fox Manamua is the man in the blue headgear at the base. And Launchbury comes through it again. He's got arms everywhere, hasn't he?
Reads it brilliantly in the tight.
Here's Adeolokan just leaving it to the scrum half. Marmion. Dropped by Roux. It's another one for Watson Launchbury. Robson wanted it quickly. That has been denied, but still has it. Gopeth, Beale, Macken and Miller, Wade. Robson for a second didn't know where it was, but he managed to locate it. Johnson. a difficult one for Mile. He's done really well there. Big man had a long way to go down. Great pick up that. Gopeth, Adiolokin will have this. And the home crowd will will him on to go forward here and quickly. And he's gone into Cooper Woolley, who has taken a tumble himself. God don't like the challenge from Cooper Woolley, but clearly both players
Head collision
suffered.
was.
As you say, it might just be a simple, very nasty clash of heads here. Referee wants to check the nature of the challenge.
Yes, we look at the collision between 3 white and 14 green.
Definitely is a collision of heads here, which is why they're down. He's gone high though. We need to see this again.
That's why the crowd reacted.
Look where the arms are for the shoulders for the attempted tackle. He's missed him and he's caught with the head, but you know, he's had a reckless attempt. That right arm.
Philippe.
Yes.
For me, it's just a collision between two players, heads against heads. I don't see clearly a shoulder charge or something wrong by 3 white. I think it's just accidental. What do you think?
Correct. 3 white use his arms to make the tackle. Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's just a clash between two players, heads against head. And I think it's
So
just
the
accidental.
officials believe
That's right.
it was accidental.
Yeah, that last angle, you go back again.
Just
That's good to see Cooper Woolley sitting up.
have a look again if the number 3 white put his shoulder or no.
Crowd don't agree.
No.
Can you put
Now he's sitting
One or
up, feeling a
two
little bit more
replays.
comfortable about seeing all the replays of it, but the officials want to have another
You
look.
want Jerome?
Je t'entends pas du tout.
It's a really nasty collision.
Jerome, look.
That right arm, you know, does go, it goes high. That's not the
This replay
angle.
We cannot see because we have a white player in front of us.
Seem to have reached their conclusion, but
Now
they're
there,
not
you
wanting
see-
more.
He used his arms.
Yeah. Matt?
Sort of flings it into his face.
No. For me, it's more accidental.
Head injury assessment for Cooper Woolley.
Yeah. Okay.
An ugly
Yeah.
challenge, let's call it that, no more.
I don't see clearly something wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's just a clash head against head. Okay, so
No, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
it's what I want to deal with. It's
Yeah.
so okay. You understand?
Yes.
So it will be a scrum for green.
Nice, back ball.
Well, we've heard the views and seen the views of Muldoon certainly there with his initial reaction. Referee had to step in because Muldoon clearly,
3 white.
from his facial expression, was not so convinced. Let's go to Graham because he got Di Young with him. Graham.
I have, Miles, thank you very much. Di, what gets you over the finishing line from here on in?
Sorry, Jim, I couldn't hear a word about that, mate.
What gets you over the finishing line from here on in, Di?
Well, obviously, we got to stick in there. We panic in a little bit when we get opportunities. Play the game in the right area. That's not necessarily kicking it down there, but we need to get some field position and not panic. You know, just relax and play the game we can, and hopefully opportunities come for us. We squandered a lot first half, but this is going to go right to the wire.
How do you, as head coach, determine the who's and the whens in terms of the bench? Who you bring on and when? What factors do you employ?
Well, obviously, we believe in our bench that can add something to us, and that's the important thing. It's not necessarily about making changes for people in playing well. It's more a case of using the legs coming on. So we start to bring them on quietly now.
All right, Di, thanks very much indeed.
Cheers,
Bit of a flashpoint at the scrum there, but it was a very, very good scrum for Wasps, and Dai Young would have been proud of it. It's led to a penalty, and another shot for Jimmy Gopperth.
Absolutely fantastic scrum there. Jake Cooper-Woolley off with a head injury assessment, but Marty Moore has come on, Irishman with a point to prove in his home country. Fantastic scrum from Wasps and a chance to make it 13-all, and if it was to end 13-all, I think Wasps would probably take that. Connacht certainly wouldn't. That's the key. Connacht need to win this one. Wasps eking their way right back into it.
Just scrunched up the Connacht scrum there. As you say, Moore, key part of it, on for Cooper-Woolley.
Turned that scrum around from last week, haven't they?
Well, we said that Gopperth doesn't miss, but he's missed there. Just that little bit further out and on the angle. So nothing for Wasps from the scrum. See that Connacht are about to make changes there themselves. Connacht Carey on the bench, or off it now and ready to come on. There's Bundy Aki to O'Halloran. He no-look pass finds Fox Matamua, and Wade almost takes him down the tunnel.
Marzad is absolutely brave and brilliant play there from Connacht. That ball comes off the post and you're thinking they must kick this one off. The Wasp pressure was on, and the quality of the passing on that counter were absolutely superb from everyone there. Fox Matamua could have done with having Healy on the outside, but again, Aki just holds them. Looks to me that could easily have been a forward pass, but Jerome Garcia says no, play on. He's in a great position, so fine. Very brave rugby there from Connacht, and very accurate rugby.
Robson, referee almost in the way there. Taylor, inside the final quarter. Ross would have been expecting to be level because of that man just passing. Jimmy Gopperth, rare miss from him. Johnson, Carey is on for Beelum. There's Gopperth. There's Carey with the tackle, try to go over the top and get possession, can't turn the ball over though. The man who's been doing that time and time again in these two meetings, Joe Launchbury. Robson to Young. Ashley Johnson. So Brian, who's the nuisance there, was cleared away. Young. Robson. Launchbury in midfield.
Launchbury everywhere.
Gopperth.
Not one! Touching! Back!
So much of this in the game, just across the field, trying to gain an advantage, somehow break down the defence. Marty Moore, just energy sapping for the players. Clary's gone digging the truffles there, but it's still on the Wasp side. And Nile, and Beale, and Johnson. Good step, good strength. Nearly up to the 22, but it's a lot of effort to get there.
All the attack from Wasps, though, they've swung the momentum back their way. Got a lot of defending now from Connacht. The next few minutes, they've got to change the position of this match.
Feels like that chunk, that passage of play in the first half. Last 10 minutes, 80% possession for Wasps, we're being told. There's Bassett. Tackle from Adia Loken. Needed help from Bundy Aki, but there's always help on hand from Connacht. Great supporters in defence. Parata's there. Here comes Miller. There's the error. And boy, didn't Connacht have to work for it.
Sounds like a penalty or a score for Connacht, doesn't it? Massive roar. A long drawn breath from the Connacht fan, thinking, when is this attack coming to an end? And there's the answer as it goes forward from Miller. Hard work defensively.
Ball for a long time? No. I can explain you? Yeah. First, the tackler must leave quicker. Okay? Because there are no support, so it's a long rep form, tackle area form, but we need to do this.
Off goes McCartney, Dave Heffernan, we saw there waiting to go down in the scrum. Connacht's new hooker. Thompson's on there wearing 20 for Wasps.
Miles Heffernan, McCary, these are the men that have got a vital role to play if Connacht are going to hold off Wasps now. Wasps are coming hard at them, they're putting pressure on in the scrum. Connacht need to get a solid set piece. They need to give Marmion a chance, Marmion and Carty, to get them playing in the right parts of the field, to get their attacking game going on the front foot.
So much riding on the next quarter of an hour and a little bit for these two teams. Their European hopes this season. Certainly for Connacht as the home side, having lost last week. Their chances right on the line here, you feel.
Yeah, it wouldn't be impossible for them to lose and come out of the pool, but they're going to have to go to Toulouse and definitely get a win. And then maybe it'll be in the hands of other runners-up as well. Yeah, they really need to win. A Wasps win will put them in A1 position for a home quarter-final.
Marmion and Carty. There's Parata. Again, they're running it out. Healy. Didn't get much change out of Wade, though.
Not on the outside either.
We're hearing that Jake Cooper-Woolley will not come back on. Head injury assessment has been fouled. Wade ultimately is the one to drop it. He wants a word with his assistant and he's just checking if there was a knock-on before that, which there was.
Again, the accuracy of the passing really good there. Fizzed out by Aki, and Healy's very quick, but he doesn't get outside that man. And it's the pass that goes forward, and because of that, a couple of minutes later, 30 seconds later, Christian Wade gets away with a knock-on. "15 minutes to go." We've seen Connacht, haven't we, on the back foot sometimes really struggling. They've got supporters in black tie, so Simo said it was an operatic sunset before the kick-off. There's a man heading to the opera.
Table for one. Maybe he's the waiter.
What a fabulous last 15 minutes waiting in this game. It's been compelling from start to the 66-minute mark. 14 more minutes to go.
Thoroughly. Thompson in the 8 for Hughes. His Gopeth Wade is coming off that wing, but he was a bit of a decoy. He's going wide to Bassett, and Bassett, when he gets space, O'Halloran just missed him, fell to the floor, and Bassett was just eating up the ground there. Gopeth, launch spree. Leua, another replacement on for Wasps. And it's a penalty. Back of the man to go, Leua. Maybe thinks about a quick one, but no, Gopeth missed the last one, but surely not this one.
And all that possession, all that territory is going to be turned into points now. It's a big, strong runner, isn't he, Bassett? O'Halloran slips. And it takes a good tackle by his opposite man there, Adiolokan, to bring him down. He runs a very straight line, doesn't he?
I feel he's running a straight line towards the England Saxons. And further international recognition if he continues at this rate of progress. He's a handful. Here's Gopeth. And now we have the situation of all square. Tense and worrying times for When he departs at the end of the season, Pat Lamb. Johnny Young feeling those nerves as well. No points for Connacht in this second period.
Not much territory either, not much possession. They have to turn it around. They did in the first half. Can they do it this half? At the moment, Wasps are just starting to take a minor degree of control, but at least Connacht, from their point of view, have got Wasps back in their own 22, and they've got to keep them there for a bit.
So that's how the draw changes the look of the table. Not a big change, really. Connacht still have that Zebre match in hand to come, but Stuart was saying that away trip to Toulouse looming at the end. Toulouse, who they beat here narrowly.
That's a poor kick from Carty. Wade was waiting for it. That's really wasted some possession. Christian Wade, not the greatest kicker, but it's sort of back where we started. It's a kick that fly halves love here because the wind tends to blow from right to left the way that kick went, but that one was way too far infield, an easy meet for Wade.
Bit of encouragement there from Bundyaki to his fly half Jack Carty. Conor Carey's gone down. Did so much good last week, including that storming run upfield.
Yeah, but his scrummaging was absolutely superb. It was extremely potent. They need him to stay up. Bundyaki, he makes the odd error, but he is talismanic. He carries that gain line. His passing is very swift and accurate. And there's no doubt at all, if last week Curtly Beale edged the battle of the 12s, his just raw determination and rugby skill has given him the edge today. Now you can see that. Aki is with a man. The ball has been, they've been seeking him out, and look at that, Curtly Beale, 6 carries, 3 metres. Tackled a lot, he's defended well, hasn't had great opportunity, and he's played more of a passing game today, I think, Curtly Beale. Bundyaki, he's passed as well, but his job, he's carried that gain line. Bullocking.
Carey's going to have to go.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Beale to come back on.
There he is. Australian-born Irish internationalist Sean O'Brien. Marmy. Heffernan. Danger of being offside there, Thomas Young just held himself back. We're getting to that stage where 3 points might decide this. Just might. Both sides will feel there's a try still in them. That's the way they play. And the key to O'Halloran. Tackle from Leua. And Gopeth to Johnson. More fine work on the floor from Wasps. And Guy Thompson takes it on. Good handoff. It's Robson and then Beale. Robson again, and Bassett. Did he get slightly in front? Well, he didn't think so. In goes Leua. Miller. Young. Good attack this from Wasps. Could be decisive. It's coming back to Robson. Slower than he and Wasps would have wanted. Out it goes to Beale. And then it's Thompson again. Great impact off the bench. Robson checks left, but he's going to Mullen. Inside the final 10 minutes. Leua. Good tackle from Bundyaki. Parata was there as well. Robson points behind the back, but in doing so, he just take his eye off the ball there. Connacht fans think there's a turnover, and the referee agrees with them.
Certainly it wasn't Aki who came in and made the hit at the breakdown as well, you know, I think it was. Some great play there from Wasps. Gopeth with a very clever turnover, and some of the running lines there from Wasps, absolutely superb. I thought with Robson's intelligent chip, you know, Bassett was in, Good defensive work from Leua, and Gopper sees the ball and out through the legs, and after the turnover, watch out, some brilliant play. Very clever kick from Robson. At that moment you thought, bounce goes up, Adiolokan's quick, and he makes a decisive early tackle.
We saw the pace there of O'Halloran as well. They got back so quickly, had to.
Yeah, and then we see Aki in with a tackle. He comes back, he waits, boom, there he goes again. He's turned it over. That's wonderful play from the centre.
Yes, there was a moment when Wasps could have cleared it there.
Yeah, seen a few European games today where teams, it happened in the Leicester-Munster game. You know, you think you just got a thin wall of one bloke, and if you do not put the numbers in, teams will counter-up there, and they'll do it if you've got someone as powerful as Aki, and it'll make a massive difference there.
Bill's okay. Stevenson on for Connacht. Lewis Stevenson, former Ulsterman, had 2 spells with his home team. He's also played in England with
Exeter, wasn't he?
Harlequins and Exeter.
Yeah.
First the Chiefs, then the Quins. That's the right way round.
Well, Finlay Beelan, he thought his day's work was done. I hope he didn't start to cool down too much, because he's got a hell of a scrum now on for Connacht. Connacht where they cannot afford to be. Draw's not the end of the world. Defeat is probably the end of their chances, and they're 95 metres from the promised land.
It's been put on again by the Wasp scrum. Great effort. Robson, wide. Bassett, great score. They have had to work so hard. And they also know if they're serious about winning trophies like this again, they have to master days like these. And that try could be that decisive moment that we've been talking about.
Well, it's a superb pass in. Aki, who's given everything there, nothing he can do. The power of the Wasp pack has made all the difference there. One against the head, 5 metres from their line. That's a great pass, and that's a strong finish. But that try, it belongs to this moment. Marty Moore and company just make an absolute mess. Marmion comes around. It's quick turnover ball there. Superb pass from Robson, and Adiolokan, who's tackled his heart out, can't stop the left winger from there.
Bassett scores again. Still has a try in each round. Got the bonus point score last week. This time it could be the winning score. And Gopper just tries to make it a little bit more difficult for Connacht. He can't, but it is still very difficult.
Well, Josh Bassett celebrates now, scoring 4 tries in 4 matches, 1 every game. And he did need to finish that one off, you'd expect that.
Wait, please.
No, it belonged to the pack, not to Bassett. The referee has felt twinge in the hamstring.
T'as le sifflet, Matt?
So Mathieu Reynal will take over. He's the senior assistant. And Carol Collins will become an assistant.
Looking for a channel 1 there. Muldoon has disassociated himself. He's taken his arms out. That ball ain't coming back, and it's 8v7, and it's too late there. And Wasps take full advantage. Trusted the scrum. Didn't realise quite how powerful Marty Moore and co were.
Writing was on the wall.
Yeah. But the problem was he knows the pressure's coming on, so he's getting himself in a position to whip that ball out from the back from the second row's feet to move it quickly. really hard.
So we've seen Muldoon at the scrum. Let's see the referee's hamstring go. As he was getting across there, there she goes. Ooh.
Anyone who's suffered a hamstring strain or tear will not be laughing at that. It is really painful, and Garces has refereed extremely well again tonight, so we want him back for the Six Nations.
Let's see what's happening tomorrow. Scarlets against Toulon, Sky Sports 4, 12:30. Or if you prefer, Castres against Montpellier on the red button. And then Clermont-Ulster, the rematch between those two for the scintillating match at the Kingspan last weekend. And Sky Sports 4 again, 3 o'clock. And Mathieu Reynal comes on. Or takes centre stage, we should say. Connacht have got to find something special now. Robson. O'Halloran. There's Alex Reeder who's come on and
He's back the line.
with even more ballast. Kevin Blade now operating at scrum half for Connacht. There he is. Delan shipping it on. Buckley involved, Healy, and now O'Brien.
Play on.
Slipped out to O'Halloran.
O'Brien's done well as a ball carrier since he's come on.
There's a penalty to Wasps. Beal off Halayal.
Well, it has been Wasps' second half, hasn't it? I mean, the first half, the game swung back and forth. Second half, Wasps have been by far the dominant force. Tackled really well, kept their shape. Very rarely have Connacht looked like causing problems. When they've run well, it's been from too deep. That's what you want
at the top, Rowan Johnson.
You want that from your back rows, don't you? Muldoon up there as well. Mullen, credit there for a prop forward. And, you know, he had a hard time last week. He's bounced back pretty well.
Taylor in, 2 mile. Penalty Connacht. Technicality, but a penalty. And Carty has a chance. 4 minutes here for Connacht to save this one.
Exactly what Connacht needed. Struggling under their own steam. Get down there. They get a penalty. And they're in the right area. What they need to do is to get that man Bundiaki up there with O'Halloran. Some ball in hand. They need to cross that gain line.
Debut for Naulia Dawai, who's on the Fijian Internationals. Heffernan throws in, but it's Launchbury who takes it. Dawai goes in on Launchbury, but the captain's done it again. Charged down by Dawai, who's putting himself about. Wade knocked on. Connacht still have the ball. That was all down to the new man, Dawai.
Once again, Joe Launchbury is doing a fantastic impersonation of a back row forward. He's so quick on the floor, isn't it? That ball goes loose. He is there, and you think that might just be the little turnover that ends the Connacht resistance, but no, because Robson gets charged down and they've got a position again. Look how Launchbury just snaffles that up, and you're thinking one more kick down in the right part of the field, but superb pressure there. Dawai does really well.
He got one there from Dawai as well, didn't he? Launchbury on the floor, took one for the team. See him wince as it happened. Still managed to place the ball back. Knew what he had to do, but it clearly hurt.
But he's been an inspiring leader. Last week he was wonderful. He gave a great performance last week. Could easily have been man of the match then. His 2 England performances in the autumn, he was my man of the match in one and really close in the other. He's just so sharp mentally, and physically he's up for it. And there he takes the hit in the arm, but he gets it back.
And the head as well.
Yep.
Gets rocked there.
Well, you know what? That doesn't look great either.
Referee want to see it again?
Wait, John.
Was okay. He's determined to go on. He's been checked by the medic. To try and see out the job here.
35 metres out. Do not write Connacht off. Wasps have grabbed this game by the scruff in the second half, but they haven't put the home team away yet. The crowd are starting to roar their team on.
That power coming on again from the Wasp scrum.
The boss on the side, the boss collapsing together, scrum again. Just no early push, okay? We work on
One
stability.
more from Wasp here.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Okay, stay straight, no side step, stay straight.
That's why Lawnsbury wanted to be part of it.
Let's go.
It's been immense again, the Wasp captain.
But we've talked about him, what he's done on the floor and turnovers, but he's riding that engine of the scrum, and it's a scrum that has been outstanding today. Still work to do.
Connacht will look to get this away quickly. Can their backs do it? Onyeki nearly getting in the way, Carty, or was it vice versa? Parata. Wade to Carty, and Delan has another go. It's a little bit quiet. They'll be roaring if they get inside the 22. Might start the roar now as O'Halloran finds Parata. Parata against Bassett. Here comes the noise. Blade. Delan. Wasps need a defensive set here to win the match, and Thompson has it. Final minute. Look at them all ready to do their job. Reader. Good carry.
Away, John. Move away. He's back.
Guy Thompson has had an immense impact off the bench. He's been brilliant.
There he is again.
Ball is here. Away.
Clock ticking. Told to use it. Robson must do it.
Stay on feet, wide.
Desperation now. The calls from Connacht reflecting that. Robson short again. In goes O'Brien. Needs to be careful. It's that man Thompson again with it. Hands all over it. That is going to be a penalty. They've got one last chance now. They've already got the losing bonus point. It's all about the try here.
Can't go to touch. We're over the 80 minutes.
Muldoon's asking
The new
that
rule,
question.
you're allowed to go to the corner and you've time.
Yeah, you're allowed to go to the line out, and then have the throw. Yeah.
Of course, that's international. It's the new directive, isn't it? And I won't name the Heineken man of the match quite yet. It could swing. What a moment.
Muldoon and his men. Stevenson takes. Can Connacht pull this one out? The maul keeps moving. Beelum needs to rejoin it. Dawai. Oh, what an introduction this would be.
He's
Dawai!
over. He's over.
That is the score for Connacht. is something special about this place. And it's happened again.
Well, it's all now about Jack Carty. Douai has got the score. Aki celebrates. He has been immense. If this was a boxing match, Wasps have just controlled the second part of the fight. But Connacht, stirring spirit, drive their way over. Now Carty, who has not kicked with great conviction in this back-to-back fixture, well, now he has a moment to be an absolute hero. 5 metres from touch. If it goes over, it's anyone's pool. If it doesn't, it's advantage Wasps. Either way, it's been a fantastic match.
So the man that's had so many problems has this chance. Before the game, the stats looked like that. Draw or win. Win for Connacht. The Pro 12 champions show exactly why they won that title. Another team suffers here at the sports ground. This time it's one of England's finest, and the place is shaking. You can't keep the crowd off the pitch. What a finish, what nerve from Carty. Just think again how he went into the match. And Pat Lam, well, he's sort of seen it all before, but it keeps on coming under his stewardship. The news about Lam to depart, the missed opportunities last week in Coventry, but this team has had its character tested before. And Joe Launchbury really doesn't deserve to be on a losing side. But there is something special about this ground, and Connacht found a way, and something special about this team.
Well, all logic says that Connacht cannot win this game. Wasps have a complete control of the second half, but they come and they come again. As you say, Miles, nobody was going to stop the crowd from invading the pitch. And in the end, Wasps could not stop Carty having the moment of his career. So close. Wasps played some cracking rugby. They are still contenders, but Connacht, they are right back in it. And if you want to find the Heineken man of the match, you cannot look any further than the talismanic man himself, Bundee Aki. There were heroes all over the pitch, not just for Connacht, but for both teams. Pat Lam in tears. Last year, we saw his team go to Murrayfield and lift the Pro 12 title against Leinster. They've had an awkward season. They're 8th in the Pro 12 league. They've lost their coach from the end of this season, but they targeted this game against Wasps. They have come away with another historic win here in Galway. An unforgettable evening of rugby union.
One of Connacht's finest hours. One of them, because there have been quite a few now. And look at those scenes, all very old school. And you could not keep those fans off this now famous turf. Jack Carty, what an effort, considering how he went into the game, the question marks about that kicking, and to come up with that kick right at the end.